Okay, in this last video on this series of analyzing credit card debt, I want to use Excel in this case. We're going to use Excel specifically to see how this credit card balance changes over time and to make a graphic of your debt. So as a reminder, we're looking at a credit card debt of $500. The credit card charges 22% annual interest. They compound that monthly, and you're going to pay $35 towards the credit card. So we have the difference equation right here. Your next month's balance is your previous month's balance plus the interest the credit card's charging you minus that $35, and you're going to start with $500 debt. And in the last video, we set up this sequence. I'll highlight this up here, the recursive sequence that models your debt, previous balance plus the interest minus your monthly payment. Click on enter. And we use this to show that after 16 months you owe $24.67, so that you'd pay off your debt after 17 months and your last payments can be less than $35. It'll be the $24.67. So now what we want to do is make a plot. Look how this graphic looks. I'm going to go back to Excel. I don't want to really see these negative numbers. You're going to stop making payments. So I'm going to highlight all of this data right here because you're going to stop making payments on this debt. Right click and clear contents. I don't want that. I'll keep this one negative, even though that's negative, or maybe I could say 0 right there. Just make that 0. And I'm going to highlight these just 2 columns. And what Excel is going to do, I'm going to make a scatter plot. Before we do that, whatever is your leftmost column is your X or horizontal axis. So time or months is going to be the horizontal axis, and then your debt's going to be the vertical axis. Think about what you learned in algebra class, X comma Y. Excel or Google Sheets works the same exact way. You're going to do X first and then Y. Okay, so highlight both columns. I'm going to click on Insert up here, and there's a bunch of options. We're going to go to Charts. It might look slightly different, but you want to look for Scatter or Scatter Plot. And we could do Scatter with line connected or not. Since we're doing monthly payments, I'm going to assume it's discrete. So I'm going to click on the Scatter with just the dots, and here we can now see the debt. I want to do a couple things. Click on the title. I'm going to do credit card debt changes over time. And I also want to add axes titles. So up here there's a couple ways to do it. There's a plus sign. I can click on axis titles, or I could click on in design, click on the add chart element and do axis titles, primary horizontal. I'm going to make that time in months. And then if I click up here, axis titles, primary vertical. And if I don't want this to be a vertical, I could rotate this. If I right click, format axis title, and if I click this button right here, vertical alignment, I'm okay with that. Text direction, excuse me, I want to make this horizontal. And that's just preference, you don't have to do that. And I'm going to say this is credit card, or maybe that's already in the title. How about debt in dollars? So now we have a nice graphic to see how your debt changes over time. And if you want to add this into a Word document, I just want to make a comment. The following graph shows credit card debt over time. And I want to do paste, and I would suggest doing paste picture. If you do picture, that means if I go to the Excel spreadsheet and change anything, then this picture will not change.